Guangzhou City, also known as the South Gate of China, has a glorious history, profound culture, and is an engine for fast economic growth. Yat-sen University Cancer Center is in Yezhou District, central Guangzhou. Established in 1964 with honesty, amicability, diligence, and creation. The people at SYSUCC have made and continue to make great achievements. It is in the top 3 cancer centers in China and has the largest scale of service in the South. The center provides high-quality medical care across all cancer specialties. As one of the affiliated hospitals of Yat-sen University, it functions as the Oncology Education Center for undergraduates and postgraduates, including PhDs, residency training, and continuous medical education year after year. In 2017, SYSUCC had 105,463 inpatient cases, 922,594 outpatient cases, and carried out 24,429 surgeries, one of the highest nationwide among cancer hospitals. In 2014, SYSUCC introduced the Immunotherapy system, helping to provide optimized radiation treatment plans, shorter treatment durations, and higher accuracy, benefiting patients with irregular or multiple tumor sites. In 2016, they introduced the Da Vinci surgical robot system into clinical practice for minimally invasive surgeries, enabling higher accuracy and lower risk of complications. Surgeons at the center have developed endoscopic nasopharyngectomy for localized recurrent nasopharyngeal carcinoma, overcoming the problem of large surgical wounds left behind by previous techniques. The surgeons there also initiated the use of a posteriorly pedicled middle turbinate mucoperiosteal flap to resurface the nasopharynx, aiding recovery after radiotherapy, as well as a stent to protect carotid artery injury, limiting the risk of accidental bleeding from NPC surgeries. The center also has a psychological relief team to aid patient recovery. Many professional nurses in the team carefully observe patients' mental health status, offering psychological support and intervention. SYSUCC harbors the State Key Laboratory of Oncology in South China, which focuses on cancer types with high incidence in the area, such as nasopharyngeal cancer, liver cancer, esophageal cancer, and colorectal cancer. Main research interests of the State Key Laboratory include mechanisms of cancer pathogenesis, biomarkers for early diagnosis, target genes for biotherapy and drug development, cancer immunotherapy and targeted anti-cancer drug development, tumor molecular typing, molecular diagnosis, and precision medicine. In 2002, SYSUCC established a biobank to collect peripheral blood, bone marrow, and tissue samples after surgery, along with other clinical information from cancer patients. They have the largest number of nasopharyngeal carcinoma samples in the world and are currently establishing a new automatic biosample storage system capable of housing 6 million samples. There is also a Department of Cancer Prevention Research at the center, which monitors and publishes trends of cancer incidence and mortality in Guangdong Province, examining etiological factors, early detection and screening methods of common tumors in South China. Their aim is to develop indicators for early detection and to demonstrate new models and measures for tumor prevention. In 2008, approved by the Chinese Food and Drug Administration, the center became a drug clinical trial research center. Thanks to more sophisticated standard operating procedures, stricter management of clinical research, the number and quality of registered clinical trials, as well as researcher-initiated trials, has increased rapidly. At the end of 2016, 28 clinical research achievements from SYSUCC were adopted into international treatment guidelines, such as NCCN, EAU, EORTC, and others. These are now carried out in clinical practice around the world for a range of cancers, including hepatocellular carcinoma, lymphoma, nasopharyngeal carcinoma, lung, colorectal, gastric, penile and brain cancers. Research teams from Yat-sen University Cancer Center have also made breakthroughs and achievements in understanding the mechanisms of carcinogenic EB virus, key strategies for the diagnosis and treatment of nasopharyngeal carcinoma, personalized treatment of colorectal cancer, microenvironment modulation mechanisms of hepatocellular carcinoma progression and treatment strategies, and cancer metabolism-related targets and its drug development. The experts at SYSUCC have published numerous articles in highly reputable journals, namely The Lancet, Nature, Nature Medicine, Nature Materials, the Journal of the American Medical Association, The Lancet Oncology, the Journal of Clinical Oncology, Nature Genetics, and Nature Communications. International research teams led by Professor Xu Ruihua from SYSUCC and Professor Zhang Kang from the University of California, San Diego co-published the results in Nature Materials October 2017 edition. Their research on circulating tumor DNA methylation blood tests will help improve early diagnosis and prognosis of hepatocellular carcinoma. Compared with the old alpha-fetoprotein test, it is simpler and quicker. The rate of misdiagnosis is greatly reduced, and tumors can be monitored in real time for early recurrence detection. Published in Nature in February 2017, Professor Gao Chong's research team solved the crystal structure of human MFN1 protein, revealing the molecular mechanism of mitochondrial tethering. This study sheds light on the molecular basis of mitochondrial fusion and mitoffusion-related human diseases, and contributes to the development of clinical approaches against these diseases. SYSUCC is also a sister institution of MD Anderson Cancer Center and has established collaborative and friendly relationships with many renowned international institutions, including the Karolinska Institute, the University of Warwick, Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center, the National Cancer Center Singapore, and the Chinese University of Hong Kong. Every step, no matter how big or small, is part of the progress that brings us all closer to the dream of conquering cancer. Together with colleagues, partners, and friends, Yat-sen University Cancer Center will continue their efforts in the fight against cancer to provide better health care for more and more cancer patients. Together, we will conquer cancer. Yat-sen University Cancer Center.